Good morning. This is week 3 garden tour. Today I believe is either May 10th or 11th. Not really sure. Have to look at the phone to figure that out. But here's the growth on all of these here San Marzanos. They've grown quite a bit in the last week. Definitely a lot since week 1. And so have these little flowers that I planted from seed. These are the marigolds. Look at that, starting to get a true leaf. Its first true leaves. And I don't know, these ones, the bugs seem to like marigolds also, so I feel like they're kind of growing a little slowly, but there's my pineapple plant. He took to transplant very well, and so did my little Japanese red maple right here that I got from Mom on Mother's Day a few years back. We just never decided on where to plant it, so it's still in a pot, but it's doing fine. I think this is called epazote. My sister sent to us a couple years ago, last year. And then this is a Sensation Rose that I ordered from QVC. I got 2 of them. The other one is right there, and they both have little buds, so they're getting ready to bloom. This little lovely ferny plant I purchased from Lowe's. It's called the foxtail fern, and I just thought it was adorable, so I bought it and I put it in this planter pot. It's supposed to have flowers late summer, early fall, so it'll get bigger. And then I also bought that. It's a trailing type of succulent, so I have a place in mind where I think it'll grow very well. And then a couple of other plants that I got from Lowe's the other day. This is a geranium, and then these are creeping Jenny, Goldilocks creeping Jenny. That one looks a little better than this pot. Kind of shouldn't have ripped the roots like I did to transplant these, but I have faith that they'll come back and they'll look great. Alrighty, so here's the next bed. Look at that. These little mini tomato bushes are doing really well. They're growing nice and big, more so than the bed up front by the house. Except for that one, hundreds and thousands is still pretty small. But these Green Doctor Grape Tomatoes look really good. They're steadily growing. We have the peppers inside jars because it is cold out. It's like 50 something. And peppers, I hope they don't get stunted, but they don't like the cold weather. I guess I planted them too soon. Anyway, the safflowers are still pretty small, but they'll probably get a feeding and then grow like a weed. Anyway, right down here, I planted some morning glories so that they can grow up this pole. It's going to be really pretty, hopefully, if they decide to germinate. Chicago fig is doing well, and these I think these are the golden zucchini. Yeah, golden zucchinis are doing okay, not too bad. They kind of look a little yellowish to me. I probably need to give them some fertilizer because I don't think I amended the dirt in this garden bed, in this pot. No, I didn't. Over here by the mailbox, still no flowers popping through, except I do see some tiny sprouts, some itty bitty sprouts from the seeds, I'm sure, that I threw in here. Although they could just be little weed flowers. Who knows? We'll find out. I think that leafy plant right there is borage. That's where Mom planted it last year. And also another seedling from my sister. And so are these lemon thyme. Look at them. It's a big old carpet. It's just taken over this garden bed. And that's okay. The mums are doing really well from last year. I love mums. Fall is my favorite season. But I planted a bunch of sweet alyssum in these little bare spots, and nothing seems to be growing. So I think I'm going to just start some in pots and see if they germinate that way. Anyway, also around the mailbox, I planted some other morning glories. Same ones, just a few more seeds around there so that they grow around the mailbox. Hopefully they'll be really beautiful. They are the like deep blue purple and red varieties. So yesterday I did a lot of mulching. I spread mulch all back here and there. I still have to spread some back through here as well. I think I'm going to move that strawberry tower. It's doing pretty well, actually. The strawberries have come to life. But nonetheless, I'm going to move that strawberry tower. I think I'm going to put it on some bricks right there. Just stack it up a little, give them some more sun. Anyway, this is the newest garden bed. Garden bed number 10. It's the last one that I plan on building anyway. I don't have any other plans for more garden beds, except there is one other space that we could probably put one. I do have 4 bricks left, so we'll see. Anyway, there's nothing planted in it yet. I just finished last night adding all the dirt to it and mixing it all up, and I watered it really, really well so that hopefully it retains moisture, because all of this dirt was just super dry. Some of it was super dry. Anyway, I think we did a really good job with this garden bed, even though it's still going downhill, but it's not too bad. It'll be fine. It wasn't meant to be perfect. Anyway, we got to find a spot for this yellow rose bush. It's not going to live there forever. But these little squash plants here, I think they're early straight neck and early crook neck, all 3 of those, or one of the other. They're not really growing that well. I think it's because it's so freaking cold out. It's so cold. It's like 55, and those are summer crops. So this garden bed yesterday I amended and replanted with these lemon squash transplants, and these ones are early straight neck, and then on that side are early crook neck, and then that one is also, these 2 are lemon squash. But I have a rondinise in the house that I need to plant, and then I have one also planted in a bucket over here in front of the house. These onions, the bunching onions, are starting to get scapes, so I need to cut those so that the bulbs form. Anywho's, look at how the green pole beans are doing. They're doing just fine. Mom dug up the volunteer tomatoes that were there on the corner and potted them for me, and they're doing really well also. New mulch down through the garden bed and all over there. It took probably 14 loads inside Jethro to mulch this area. Anyway, this is the first purple potted pole bean to start growing up the trellis. Yay! That's exciting. But these are all doing really well. And so are the Dr. Witchy's tomatoes right here. That's doing really well. This one's still pretty small, but it has growth on it. And the Hungarian hearts are doing well. Look at those. That one's still pretty small, but it'll catch up. And then this one is a San Marzano. That one's doing okay. It's got some little growths down here that I need to, there we go, prune off. There we go. And looky, what has decided to pop up? Some more of these nasturtiums that I planted that I didn't think germinated. This, I have no idea what it is. It doesn't look like a nasturtium leaf. Probably a bean of some sort, but the animals, the bugs, insects got to it. The stupid roly-polies. I hate them. Anyway, so these are, these little sprouts here are the, not Japanese, Chinese red noodle beans, which I threw like 8 or 10. There's another one popping up through the ground here. Where is it? Right there. There we go. Can you see that? It's popping up right there. Anyway, these I'm gonna dig up and put in some hanging grow bags, which I will hang on the trellis that I built out back. I'll show you guys that in another video because I don't really have time this morning to go out back and show you that today. But another video I will. These are the tomato transplants that Mom dug up. These 3 right here. They were the volunteer tomatoes, so they're either sun gold or esterinas. Not really sure. And then look at this one. This is a blue cream grape tomato. No, it's a cherry tomato. That's doing really well. That's a really big one. And then that one there is the Brad's Atomic Grape. I'm going to take both of those over to my brother's house so the kids can watch it grow and hopefully enjoy some of it. Dang, I thought one of these tomatillos had a sprout in it. But I don't see, it must have died. Oh man, that sucks. Too cold. I think it was too cold. Should have left it in the house. Anyways, this is a lemon squash, which I'm going to take over to my brother's house also. And this is a Boston pickling. I also have a couple more of those in the house. And that's my tray of flowers, which really need to be planted somewhere. These are zinnias and these are cosmos. I didn't have any luck with my white marigolds, the pansies, or one of the other varieties of zinnias, or the Gaillardia. How do you pronounce this? Anyways, that's how this garden bed's doing. Hopefully